YouTube. Oh, bro, what the fuck? What's going on with my hair, bro? I gotta goddamn get me a fade going, something. But YouTube, what it do? It's your boy Ascension Capitals, man. Tapping back in with another video. And today's a whole new day, man. A whole new opportunity, a whole new week, a whole new Monday, a whole nother chance to, change your life, step it off on a good foot, change something you may not have liked last week, and what today is, let me pull out the caddy. I'm at the tracking device, sorry. Time is 11:26, March 31st, and today's the last day of Q1, man, so you gotta get busy living. Time flies by now, and I've been saying that since it's got wet right here on the rain. It's raining outside right now, pretty gloomy. So, but like I was saying, man, Q1, time's flying by like it always has been in the past recent years, or pretty much for a good little while. Time's been kind of moving fast, but yeah, guys, we're back in it, man. Lock in Q1. We're going into Q2. There's still time to, there's still time to lock in. There's still time to change your life for the better. There's still time to break those bad habits. But you need to be serious about this. You need to be serious on that 1% better every single day. You know what I mean? Don't try to, full throttle that shit, because that's how you fucking burn out, man. And the last thing I want is to burn out, and the last thing I want for you is to burn out. So, hey guys, keep showing up for yourself and your craft, whatever you got going on in your life, man. Just keep showing up. But yeah, Q1's pretty much over, and we're rolling into Q2. So, what I'm focused on Q2 mainly is scale. So that is the word for Q2. Scale. Yeah, man, still trying to grow my personal account. Definitely want to get back into the funded accounts and trying to get funded and whatnot. But right now, man, my main focus is building myself, and I have control over a personal account, and I feel that is what I really want to do, is grow my personal. So definitely want to get funded as well, but right now it's personal, and I'm laser focused on that. So yeah, guys, it's Q2, man. Let's freaking get it, bro. Let's stop playing around with our lives as if we can live to 250 years old like we did in the old days. You know what I'm saying? In the days of old, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, guys, I just pretty much wrapped up my session. Pretty much this video is another Ascension recap. So yeah, man, we're starting off the week here on this last day of March. So yeah, I ended up taking 3 trade ideas today. The first one failed, the second one failed, and the third one delivered. But the thing about the 2 losses, or the 2 charges that I say, or I like to say, because charges to the game, and you can't have losers without winners and winners without losers. It's just the name of the game when it comes to trading. But it seems like I was kind of trapped on the wrong side of the market, because my whole general synopsis of where price was going ended up happening, but in between it getting there, I got kind of chopped up and cooked up, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, pretty much loss in structure partially, but yeah, anyways, first 2 ideas didn't deliver, and the third one did. And by the way, just came in the mail for you, boy, today. Yes, sirski. Hold on, let me get right. Yes, sirski. I've been needing some actual new skate shoes like I've been talking to y'all about, bro. The Walmart go get 'ems ain't working no more, so I had to go to skateparktampa.com and found some nice slip-ons, and they already on my feet. I done put my shoes in the microwave and all that. But yeah, got these shoes from skateparktampa.com, and they literally are on my feet. But let me take this John off right now. Let me take it off. Let me take it off. Nice and snug, nice and hugging, nice and hugging. That's what I like. But you know, as soon as slip-ons get to not hugging your ankle no more, it's time you throw them bitches out, because your ankles are surely at risk of getting rolled or some shit like that. Oh, it's hard to even take off. It's like a sock. But yeah, guys, got these Johns came in. This is pretty comfy. Got the black sole, Vans cushion, got the nice kind of tan white suede. Now I'm ready to really get in the wind now, but I just need a new board, and then you guys are going to see more clips on the channel, because your boy ain't been at the park in a minute. I know, guys, the clips are coming, man. I promise you they're coming. I promise you. Don't give up on me yet, y'all. They coming. Yeah, I ain't even really posting no street clips on my channel yet, but man, they coming. They coming. But without further ado, man, let's just get right into the recap. So yeah, guys, I'll see you guys on the chart. So peace for now. All right, guys, so here we are, live behind the charts. It's kind of dark in here. I'll turn this on. Oh, that looks terrible. Looks like I'm in a dungeon for real. Yeah, we're just gonna keep it low light for a second. Let me close the door behind me. All right, let's get right into it. So pretty much this is what I was looking at for EU when I got to the charts today, and my whole kind of buys for the day. So currently we had let's change that, previous swing low, previous swing high. We got the deepest pullback of this range before breaking, and then once we broke this high here, they gave us our change of character. So boom, we got a body close on this high right here, which you can see annotated by that arrow. So yeah, that becomes my new swing high of the range. And then as London started to open today, boom, we wicked above that high. So now this is the high that I'm deeming that's in control of the market right now. We're taking Asia buy side, and we shortly rush to Asia sell side. So this is, why does it go back to green? This is my current swing low, and this was my previous swing high of the range, but now we just boom, taking liquidity. So now this kind of shifts over, and this is the high that's in control of the market, because we've taken all of this buy side liquidity here on Asia. So now, as you can see, we rush down to take Asia sell side. So now what I'm looking at price is, I'm looking for some sort of liquidity run to kind of take place here. So let me take this off, these glasses off. No, I gotta stay back in studious mode. But anyway, what I was looking for was these relatively equal lows to get swept to take price higher, because essentially this low is the 15-minute low of the current range right now. So this would be the 15-minute low, strong low at that. But also there is a pool of liquidity here. We have these relatively equal lows. So I was anticipating, as I had annotated here, was price to run that low, drop down to the lower time frame to give me some sort of shift to take price higher to take out the M15 swing high. So let's drop down to the 1M after we fast forward price a little bit and see what it does, which is boom, we've taken or tapped into this liquidity pool. So let me change this into the dotted line for taking liquidity and go to the 1 minute. So now what I'm looking for here is 1 minute structure. What is 1 minute structure doing? So let's go to mark out all these. No,
I already had it annotated, so let's find this highlighted. No, not that one. Did I delete them all, or what is it? Oh, bear with me. Where the heck are those highlighted points, bro? Alright, whatever, guys. I'm just going to annotate it again. So pretty much when I drop down to the lower time frame, what I want to see is what is 1 minute structure doing, especially after we just tapped into this liquidity pool and I'm looking for a reversal to take price higher. So we're taking out this liquidity pool. Look, I can't freaking talk. What's going on, bro? What's going on? So we tapped into this pool of liquidity, and now what is 1 minute structure doing? So let me mark out internal structure. So as I can see, we're looking at internal structure from 1 minute. So I'm going to start from the highest point here. We have a higher high for 1M structure, a low. We have that lower high. We have that consequent break here. Then making this the new lower low, the lower high. Then in here I didn't really get any 3 candle pullback confirming a significant higher low. So I went with the last high that's in control was we have one bullish candle, 2 bullish candle pullbacks. So this would be deemed as the high in here that I was looking for to be broken for me to look for my confirmed shift in the market. So where is it? Okay, here. So now I want to wait for this internal high to be broken for me to start to look for longs. So I structure it's doing what it's doing. Keep in mind, you here is the liquidity pool that just got tapped into. Let's place 1 minute structure out. So we're getting that pullback, and boom, we broke above this high, confirming, okay, this is storming outside. This is my first internal high to be broken. So okay, this is my first indication, which is not, this is a market structure shift, not a change of character. Change of character is a lot stronger than a market structure shift because it has 3 bearish candle and a really significant high, where rather a market structure shift is only 2 bullish or bearish candles closing in the consecutively in the same direction. So for this high, as you can see, I only got 1, and then boom, close above onto this bullish candle. So only two bullish candle pullbacks. So this is only a shift instead of a change of character, but in actuality I want to see a change of character. So that is one of those things where it's like you always want to see, you always don't get what you want to see, but you work with what you have. Is something that meets your plan, you follow it, you know what I'm saying? So boom, we got the closure above this internal high, which was the last high that was in control of bearish sentiment. And boom, once price closed above that high, obviously here we have the valid extreme bullish order block that price could pull back into, and you have imbalance in these areas here that price could pull back to fill to continue that continuation. So what I was looking at, let's play price forward again. Price is doing what it's doing. It's broken that high, and boom, price gave us a 2 candle pullback, which I mentioned I like to see those 3 candles. And me, I set my limit here thinking price is going to continue to rally. And let's see if I can pull out where I already drew on my position tool here. This is where I had my first limit set. Let's close that back up. This is where I had my first limit set, and as you play price forward here, boom, I'm tagged in, and price is doing what it's doing. It's kind of consolidating around my entry quite a bit, which I typically don't like to see. And we're initially holding price, holding lows. We didn't break past this low. We didn't break past this low. So as I'm looking at that, I'm thinking as long as we don't break past this low here, which as you can see price just did, that is when I decide to manually close, because price is kind of consolidating too much for me in this area here. So I decided to manually close once price breached that last kind of low that was in control at the current moment. And yeah, so I'll pop that on the screen, the early close here from this position. And yeah, I decided to get out, manually close, because price was definitely looking like, you know, it wasn't going to go in favor. So just decided to cut my losses early there, and eventually price would have smashed me out anyway. And yeah, so yeah, on that entry I definitely got in too early. It's just like, why? I definitely have to remember the concepts of premium and discount, because I can't continue to be liquidity in these sorts of scenarios, because in this scenario I was liquidity. So yeah, that was my first loss of the day, or my first charge as I like to say. And yeah, you keep it pushing. So the second idea, obviously, that stood out right away is like, why didn't you just wait to get in on the valid extreme instead of trying to take premature entries? So decided to wait for the valid extreme to get mitigated, and I had my limit set up, and we're patiently waiting to get tagged in on the second trade idea. Let's bring up my long position tool. That's not it. That's not it either. Where is it? Because I don't want to draw everything out when I already have it. You know what I'm saying? Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Damn it! Bro, this shit's gotta be somewhere. Damn, I'm feeling like an O-head now. I can't even work the tech on trading view. Oh, whatever. Turns out I'm just gonna have to draw it again. But nevertheless, I had a long position, which was the second trade idea of the day. Had my stops just at the low of this 1 minute swing range here, and targeting typical target, which is a 1, 2, 3, 3 times my risk. So that was about here, a little bit over, patiently waiting to get tagged in. Let's see what price does. Very lots of momentum. Oh, pardon my English. Very lots of momentum. Lots of momentum into my point of interest. And obviously, if I see something like that, it obviously stands out. Like, okay, this was the wrong area to get into the market, and I got smashed out, literally, right away, bruv. So yeah, I'm sitting on 2 charges at the current moment, around 10:02, and yeah, now once I see that, okay, price is not holding for this liquidity hunt. So if I zoom back out to the 15-minute time frame, I'm thinking, okay, it seems the other idea that I had in mind will play out, which is this scenario here, for price to come a bit lower before giving me that delivery that I'm looking for. So price could potentially come back down to this POI down here. So once I zoom back into the 1 minute time frame, not 1 month, zoom back into the 1M, I'm thinking, okay, we just got smashed out there. Let me delete that. And this is when I'm shifting my bias. Okay, we have a bias shift kind of day, because we're going to go a bit lower. But I anticipated that price was going to go a bit lower, but got smashed out, bro, twice in a row. But boom, we ended up closing below this low here, which was the last 1 minute structural low that was in control of the market. Boom. So now I'm waiting for a price to close below that low. Okay, so now, boom. Now price has officially breaking structure to the downside, confirming, okay, those sellers are stepping back into the market. And now what I'm looking for, first thing that I'm looking for is, what is 1 minute structure looking like, and where is all the pools of liquidity and things of that nature, because now we're shifting back from bullish to bearish. So first thing I saw was this gap in the market here that typically likes to get filled. I think I already had it drawn out, but I'm just going to redraw everything. Why not, bro? So I saw this gap in the market here, and I saw that, okay, price had already mitigated up here on the valid extreme. Boom, we already had this level that's mitigated. And also we have this unmitigated area here, this bearish order block, and also this kind of discretional area that was responsible for the break, and more so of a flip zone, I would say. So boom, but I had to remember that this high is still liquidity because there is an unmitigated area of interest right above. But nevertheless, down here we have this volume imbalance, and we have the leg that was responsible for the break. So this was the area of interest that I decided to enter from, was this area here. And also I kept in mind that price could come up deeper into areas up in here, but I was aware that this was the last kind of high that had nothing mitigated above it. Well, I mean, you know, there was everything above it was already mitigated, so there was no reason for price to theoretically break this high here. So this was kind of my invalidation point at this point, this high here. So yeah, I decided to set my limit here, or market execute rather, on this, not here, this, no, that's the same thing I just brought up, the same thing, on this position here. So this is where I decided to kind of see what could happen, or, you know, wanted to see if price will get to those lower prices based off, you know, today's bias. So let's play price forward and see what happens. So price dropping lower, so okay, we are in control, or the sellers are in control, and we come back to fill that volume imbalance, and then boom, initially tap into my area of interest, or my area of interest here. So we tap into this area, and I wasn't able to market execute as soon as we tapped into it, but as soon as it tapped into that area, I market executed here, and shortly after, price started to deliver. So as price closed below, once I got a body close below, a bearish close below this volume imbalance here, I decided to add to the position. So I added more to this position once price, you know, closed below this low here. And let's play price forward, and price started to, given that retracement, come back for one more pullback, and price started to deliver. Now, once price broke in below the leg that put in, damn, where's my thing? Once price broke in below that leg that put in the mitigation, I rolled both of those entries to break even. So essentially here, I have no risk on the table. So essentially all I'm sitting on right now is those two losses for the day, so I can't lose anything else based off obviously rolling my stops to break even, and price is starting to deliver in favor. So essentially my first target was down here, and I was looking for price to come down to that point of interest that I had annotated on the 15-minute. So paying price forward, price really started to drop and really, you know, rally to the downside. And of course, price always has to pull back. So price kind of topped out here, or bottomed out there, should I say. And I'm thinking, okay, from this point, price will most likely just come back to continue that order flow. So give me some sort of pullback up into the new high that's in control of the 1 minute structure. Is this high here. before obviously breaking this low here, so we could see a pullback up into premium pricing and continue price to the downside. So that's what I was anticipating now, but nevertheless my stops are rolled at break even, so even if we do come back to this level, you know, we're covered. So boom, the next thing that I saw, okay, price could probably come back to mitigate this area in here, which is the valid extreme point of interest of this entire leg. So let's mark this out. So at this point I'm thinking, alrighty, my stops are already rolled to break even, and let's just, why not see if we can scale into this position to see if we can, you know, maximize the gains on this entire run, because essentially we are risk-free. So going back in with not the same risk that I'm initially risking, maybe went in about half of the risk that I normally went in with. Then I have my stop loss just where I enter at first, and it was about a 1-7-7. So let's see. I have my stop. Hold on, it might be already. I want to make sure I get this right now. Where was it? Short position. Okay, here. So this is where I got in for the continuation or the scale in position for EU on these EU shorts. And I was targeting initially that area down here, like I said, was that 15-minute area of interest, or that 15-minute point of interest. But playing price forward a little bit, let's continue. Boom, price is doing what it's doing, starting to pull back, and it taps into that bearish order block. So I market executed once price tapped into this level. Boom, and playing price forward again, and we start to deliver in favor. So this is a nice reaction out of this zone. So once price started to deliver to the low of the leg, boom, play price forward. Once price decided to smash below this leg here, boom, we got the body close below the low, confirming again that bearish sentiment. We're just confirming that, okay, the buyers are in control right now because we have that bearish sentiment. So this is when I decided to manually close both positions here at that low, and I closed my original entry here at that low. I was definitely happy with the profits of the open position, and I decided to close for it was 3 open positions, but essentially it's 1 trade idea. So that's why I say 3 trade ideas for today, because everything was based off the whole kind of flip that happened from bullish to bearish, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, ended up closing that position, full position, and good thing I did, because me trying to be kind of greedy and wanting price to come all the way back down to this area of interest here, that would have kind of done me over, because as you can see, price shortly reversed after that, and I would have been smashed out of, you know, all 3 of those, you know, positions. So yeah, that was pretty much the trade idea for today, guys. So pretty okay Monday, a little bit shaky, I would say, but nevertheless the trade idea still played out based off the 15-minute time frame to the 1-minute time frame. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna pop up the results from these positions, and yeah, I'm pretty much going to get the rest of the day going, because I gotta go to work in a little bit. So I might try to edit this before work or not, but I still gotta get this little mini workout in. It's like a must do. It's like a must have. So yeah, guys, like I said at the beginning of this video, man, we're focused on scaling in Q2. So let's continue to scale, you know, funds from the ship, keep throwing that into the account, keep taking, you know, good trade setups, growing the account, and yeah, man, eventually you'll get to your goal, and eventually you'll start to get to a point where, you know, everything's starting to flow seamlessly. So yeah, guys, that's all we got for this trade recap for the day. So pretty okay Monday, I would say. We came out on top, but not always. That's not always the scenario. But yeah, you take trading as it comes and just continue to follow your model and follow your plan, and that should ultimately lead you to, a good place. So yeah, guys, maybe I'll keep rising, and peace for now. It's been dark as shit in here this whole time. Fuck.